Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I will be explaining to you what a pip is, its importance, and why traders need to understand this concept. Many people trade in the forex market because of money. Before you make profit or losses, depends on this particular concept, a pip. A pip, which is an abbreviation of point in percentage, is the smallest change in price of a currency pair's movement. Many traders struggle to identify or calculate for pips in many assets. In today's video, I'm going to break it down and make it very simple for you guys to know how to calculate for pips in most of the assets. Let's get to the board for explanations. These concepts, I'll restrict myself to only three concepts, right? The first concept is the non-JPY pairs. The second is the JPY pairs. And the last is gold, which is XAUUSD. Let's start with the first concept or the first pairs. This pair, that is the non-JPY pairs, are pairs which do not include the JPY. And examples are USD card, right? I'll just put it here. USD card, USD CHF. Okay, so I'll take examples here, but before then, I will add examples under each concept. So the JPY pairs USD, JPY, GBP, JPY, and the last being gold, as I have written here already. So let's start with the first concept, which is the non-JPY pairs. The rule for calculating for pips for this particular concept is the what? The fourth digit after the decimal point, the D point, right? Good. So let's take examples. Let's take USD card as the first example against a price of 1.23513. What will be the pip? We skip the point and start to count. The fourth digit will be the what? The pip. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the pip here is what? 1 pip. That is 1 pip move. Let's take the second example as USD CHF against the price of 2.3503. What will be the pip? Let's keep the point 1, 2, 3, 4. The pip will be 3 pips move, right? So 3 pips. Now let's look at some more examples with the current price and the final price. Assuming this is the current price, this is the final price, right? That is, you are buying USD card and it moves from a current price to a final price. How would you know or calculate for the pip? So let's say this is the current price, right? That is, this is the current price. That is the CP. Okay, CP is 1.23513, and the final price is 2.3503. What will be the pip? The pip is, you apply same rule. For the first, which is the current price, you move or skip the point, start 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 1. Here you skip the point 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 3. You take 1 from this. Okay, so it will be 3 minus 1 and you get 2. So 3 what? 2 pips move. That is 2 pips move. Okay, that is very simple for the non-JPY pairs. Now let's move to the second one, which is the JPY pairs, and have some examples. Now with the second one, which is the JPY pairs, the pip is the second digit after the point. The pip is the second digit right after the point. So whenever you see a currency pair with the inclusion of JPY, the pip is the second digit after the point, but not the fourth digit after the point. So let's take examples. USD JPY against the price of 1.21. What will be the pip? One pip. Okay. Let's take the second example. GBP against JPY. What will be the pip? Against the price 3.33. What will be the pip? Second digit after the point 1, 2. It will be 3 pips move. Now let's take this. Assuming you have a current price of right 1.21 and the final price of 3.33. What will be the pip? You deduct what? The current price from the final one. Okay. So what is the pip here? 1. What is the pip here? 3. So you take 1 from 3 and you get 2 pips. That is very simple. Now let's take the last example, which is gold. So the last one is XAUUSD, right? Which is gold. The pip is the first digit after the point. So the first digit after the point. So example XAUUSD against the price of 3.151. What is the first digit after the point? 1. So 1 pip. Right? Good. Let's take then another example. XAUUSD against the price of 4.431. What will be the price? 4 pips. Right? Now let's take current price as 3.151 and the final price as 4.431. What will be the pip? This is 1, this is 4. So you do what? You take away 1 from 4 minus 1, you get 3 pips move. Right? That is very simple. So in summary, I said I'm going to restrict myself to the ways to calculate for pips for these particular what currency pairs. Okay, the first one is the non-JPY pairs, and I said non-JPY pairs are pairs that do not include the JPY. Examples: USD CAD, USD CHF, USD NZD. Right, good. And the second one is the JPY pairs, and these pairs are the pairs that include the JPY. Examples are USD JPY, CAD JPY, GBP JPY. And I said the way to calculate for 8 pips is the second digit after the point. Okay, so you start to count, or you skip the point and start to count. The second digit will be the pip. And in cases of whenever it comes with two prices, you take away the what? The first price, that is the current price, from the final price to get the pip. And with gold, the pip is the first digit after the point. I hope this video serves you well, and this video will help your understanding about, or will help you understand pips. Right? Good. And if you find this video appealing to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well. Bye bye. See you in the next episode where I will be teaching the next topic.